Hi guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. This week is week 52 of my 52 weeks of personal growth. That is crazy. It is so weird to film today's video. It is currently the last day of the year, the 31st of December, and in this week's video I'm going to be talking about from the 24th to the 30th of December, and I'm going to be doing a full year recap as this is my last video. So, what I did on the 24th, I was in Denmark with my family and we celebrated Christmas Eve together because that's a huge day in Denmark. And then again on the 25th, I was with my entire family, which was super nice. And then on the 26th, I went back to Australia and arrived on the 27th. It was actually kind of funny because when I was checking in my bags, the guy that was checking my bag and checking my passport, he looked at my passport and he was really nice actually, but he said, how old were you when you got this photo taken, if you don't mind me asking? And I said, oh, it was about almost 2 years ago. And he just said, you have lost so much weight, you look so different, like you look so much better. And then he asked how I had done that. And I thought for a second, should I say, you know, healthy eating and exercising like everyone would say, or you know, should I say I went through a rough patch and that's how I got there? I didn't really know what to say, but so I paused for a minute and then I just said a lifestyle change, and he said that is such a good answer, like and yeah, he was really nice, but that's honestly true. And I'm saying this because this entire year has just been like a shift in my mindset and my life. Like there's been so many changes, all for the better towards the end, and I'm really proud of myself. And he just kind of made me realize like, whoa, I really have changed a lot, because it wasn't that long ago that I got the passport photo, and I honestly have changed so much on the inside and out. He could only see the outside, but I know all the changes I've been through, and it's pretty damn cool. But anyways, so I arrived here on the 27th, and then on the 28th my sister actually moved to Australia for the first time in 5 years. She had not seen her family or friends here, so that was a really special moment for her, and I'm so happy for her. It's been a little bit stressful for me, her moving here, just because her parents aren't here, my parents, so I've felt this pressure maybe naturally to make sure she's always okay and look after her as much as I can, but at the same time I'm only 21 myself and I have to look after myself, and I don't know what I'm doing all of the time, so it's hard to then worry about someone else. But she's here now and I want to do the best for her and help her as much as possible, because I like helping people, so I'm going to do that, but I just need to make sure that I'm also looking after myself, if that makes sense. So yeah, very exciting, she's back here. And then I've just been house sitting at my best friend's house, which has been amazing because I currently do not have a home, because I stopped renting my apartment before going to Denmark, as I knew I'd be away for such a long time. And so now after house sitting I need to find a new place to live and everything like that, which is super exciting. What I've learnt this week, I've learnt how important it is to just talk to everyone you meet and everyone you know, because that is how you learn things and that's how you get opportunities. For example, I realized this week when I started babysitting for a new lovely family. The kids are so cute. I've already babysitted them for a couple of times this week now, and they actually set an alarm until I was coming. That's how excited they were for me to come over, which is the cutest thing ever, like someone setting an alarm because they're counting down until you get there. I just found that so cute. But anyways, the first night I babysat them, when the mum came home, her and I actually sat on the couch for several hours till after 1 in the morning, just talking mainly about my family, my current situation, but most importantly my education for next year, because she's actually a teacher at the University of South Australia where I want to go. And we were just talking for such a long time, because with what I want to do, there's so many different pathways I can take, and I think that's why I've been very confused this year about not what to study, because I know what I want to do, but just which course. There's so many. And she was just really helping me, and she said, you know, you got to talk to people about these things because that's how you'll find out the best pathway and stuff. And so she was super helpful, but because I spoke to her for so long, I feel like I've been guided now in another direction that I wasn't planning on, which I like because as long as I get to the right course, then it doesn't really matter. So I feel like I'm changing my mind a little bit again now, but we'll just see what happens. But she was so helpful. So yeah, I learnt to just talk to people, and that's how you learn new things and get driven onto the pathway you're supposed to be on, and just take the best bits from everyone you speak to. You don't have to do everything everyone says, of course. And I guess I also just learnt this week to not let everything get to me. You know, I could easily be totally stressed right now because I don't have a home, I don't know what I'm studying next year, I don't have a job yet, all of these things, but I'm choosing just to let go and let it be, and I know it will all be okay because I've got amazing people around me helping me, and I've been blessed with certain situations, like I'm house sitting, which is giving me time to find a place, and I'm going to New Zealand soon, which is super exciting. So there's all these amazing things happening, so I just need to be okay with that and know that everything will be okay. So yeah, it's been a little bit stressful realizing I have all these things to do suddenly, but as long as I take one thing at a time, it'll be fine. So that's how I've felt and what I've been doing and what I've learnt. Now I'm going to do a bit of a sum up of the entire year because this is my last video. So I tell you every single week what I've learnt, but I thought I would just say a few of the things that really stuck out for me this year. So I learnt to be more aware of what I do every single day, and that is because I know every single Monday I need to set up the camera and talk about what I did and how I felt. So it has become a habit of mine to be very conscious of what I do every day because I know that I have to share it. So I think that's been a really, really cool thing I've learned from doing this, because I've always wanted to be in the present moment and be aware of my life because I appreciate it. I've learnt to be more open-minded and positive because, again, I like to try and be as positive as I can for myself and for others. You know, I don't really want to pull out the camera and be super negative and complain about my life and everything. So when reviewing every single week, I often, like more so than not, turn the negative situations into a positive by being open-minded and looking for the positive. So I feel like I've definitely transformed as a person this year and become a lot more happy and grateful, and that's amazing. I have learnt how to build habits. I've done a lot of habit building this year. Like, this is a habit for me now. I feel like next week I'm gonna feel very funny about not pulling out the camera and talking about what I did. So this has definitely become a habit. Plus, I have done a 30-day challenge every single month of the year. So I have formed a lot of new habits. So I'm pretty proud of that because I have learnt it's all the little things you do that turn into big drastic changes, rather than going, you know, full force, like suddenly from not exercising to exercising for 3 hours every single day. Like, it's much better just to slowly build it up into something you can do forever. Like, I don't think anyone could exercise for 3 hours every single day for the rest of their life, but they can do 10 minutes every single day for the rest of their life. So it's all about the little small things you do. I've learnt to listen to my body and mind a lot more because I think everything, like, the answer always comes from within, and I never understood people when they said that. Like, that literally made no sense to me, but I've really learnt this year that it does. Like, if you're feeling really negative or insecure or upset, that is your body telling you something is not okay here and you need to change it. So if you just listen to your body, you'll get all the answers, and I've really, really learnt that. And I almost feel like if I had known that a little earlier, I would have done, like, there would be different outcomes now, but I wouldn't change anything because I'm very happy with where I am and what I've learned. But I think from now on I'm a lot more aware of how I behave and what I do and what I think, because yeah, like, I'm just more aware of what's right and what's wrong for me. I have learnt to recap on things because at the end of every day I sort of need to review how I'm feeling and what I did and all of that, because I know I'm going to talk about it. So I think that's really good. I'm more motivated to share my goals and stick to them, because once you share them with other people, and in my case with everyone that watches my videos, you feel the need to accomplish your goals a lot more. And there is statistics out there saying that if you do share your goals with people, you're much more likely to achieve them. So I feel like making these videos has definitely helped. And I've learnt to share the negative things that happen in my life along with the positive, rather than just sharing the positive, and that was one of the purposes of these videos. And I've learnt not to care about what I look like. I will say I've never really cared about that, to be honest, but more so now. Like, there have been several times where I have not had a shower yet, or just in my pajamas filming these videos, and like I've got wet hair right now, like I just came out of the shower. Like, I just don't really care, and I don't look in the mirror before filming these videos. Like, I just turn it on and just start talking. So I think that's good, just being comfortable in my own skin on YouTube. And I also learned that done is better than perfect, because if I tried to make these videos perfect, they would have taken a lot longer to get up. I would have been restarting and cutting things out, and it just would have been a huge process. But I wanted these videos to be extremely raw and real, so you're seeing the real me, so you can actually see the changes that are going on in my life and that it is real. I feel like if I edited these videos, I would just cut out all the times I'm crying or not sure what I'm doing or thinking or saying, and it just wouldn't show the true outcome. So I'm really happy that I do these very natural, raw videos. And I learnt that the storm will always pass. There's been a few times earlier on this year where I thought, I'm going to feel like this for the rest of my life. I'm just going to be totally upset and miserable. But that's so not true. And if Sophia, you're ever watching this video again, that's not true at all. In fact, the storm doesn't just pass, but rainbows and butterflies come out, you know? Like, you can have an extraordinary life. And if you're going through a rough patch, you're not going to be in that rough patch forever. You need the storm and the rain and everything bad to appreciate all the good. So it's actually really, really important. Like, I'm so grateful for every bad thing that has happened this year, because it's changed who I am, and I like who I am now. Now I'm going to sum up all my 30-day challenges. So I did the 30-day squat challenge. I don't do squats every day, but I realized that you just have to maintain it. If you want the results to maintain, you have to keep doing the squats, if that makes sense. But I did like the challenge, and I'll definitely do it again in the future. So that one was good. I did 30 days of drinking 3 litres of water a day. Now, I didn't drink 3 litres of water every single day, but I definitely learnt the importance of drinking water and staying hydrated. And I will say I'm much better at drinking water now than ever before, because I purchased this amazing drink bottle, which is the best drink bottle. I rave about it so much to all my friends and family. And I have a few of these, like maybe 1 or 2 a day, but I guess it depends on what I'm doing and the weather and everything like that. But I can definitely say it's a habit now to be more conscious and drink a lot of water. I did 30 days of writing letters to people I love, and I just learnt that everyone appreciates and deserves a love letter every now and again. And I think letters really express so much more than a text message or anything could be. Like, I just think they're so special, and you're very lucky if you receive letters. And I'm very lucky because all the letters I sent out that month, most people wrote back to me, which was really, really nice, and I just know it makes a huge difference to people. I did 30 days of running 5 kilometers a day, or walking or bike riding, and when I did that challenge, I was going through a breakup and a bit of a hard time, and I honestly didn't feel like I had the energy to run 5 kilometers a day, so I started walking over 5 kilometers a day, and that has definitely become a habit. I love going for walks on my own with a book, or just listening to music, or going out to meditate or something like that, and it's now a habit of mine to try and do 10,000 steps a day, which is well over 5 kilometers, so I've definitely built a habit from doing that. I did 30 days of the law of attraction. I loved that, and I use that on a daily basis now, so formed a habit from that. I did 30 days of affirmations, and this is currently the last day of that monthly challenge, and I made my own affirmation cards, and they're double-sided. which I love because I put them next to my bedside table, and in the morning I pick a few and I read them and I really feel them and just live my day by these affirmations because they all mean a lot to me. So I'm so happy I made this, and that challenge has been amazing and is now a habit because I love affirmations. I did 30 days of positivity, and that was a good challenge, and that's just a journey forever, I feel like, just trying to see the positive in all situations. I did 30 days of zero waste, which was amazing because I have definitely become so much more conscious about plastic and pollution and rubbish and everything like that. So all my future purchases, I have made sure since doing that challenge to be plastic free. It's definitely a journey and it takes some time, but I've learnt so much. I have an Instagram account where I give tips and advice or whatever on living a zero waste lifestyle, and it's definitely something I'm going to have with me for the rest of my life because I really care about the environment. I did 30 days of meditation and manifestation. Now, I don't meditate every single day, but it's something I'm working on doing a lot more, very slowly. I do need to get better at that though, but I did go on a weekend meditation retreat, which was really cool, and it's definitely something I want in my life on a regular basis. And manifestation was pretty much just like the law of attraction, and that's something I definitely focus on every single day. I did 30 days of no alcohol and not spending any money. That was quite easy for me to not drink alcohol. I'm not a big drinker, and especially not anymore since doing that challenge. I could easily just never drink alcohol again, so I definitely have lowered my alcohol intake, but yeah, so that was cool. And with the no spend challenge, I didn't purchase anything. However, I actually got in a car accident that month, I think, and so there was a lot of extra payments I had to do that I don't usually have to do. So I mean, I spent a lot still, but I didn't buy things, which was the whole point. I did 30 days of no social media, which was such a nice detox. I still have a long way to go because since getting Instagram back and everything, I can see that I use it so much more again, but I definitely am conscious and trying not to use it as much. And then I did 30 days of minimalism, which is a lifestyle for me and definitely a habit. Now, the goals I achieved, the exciting part to see how much I actually achieved from doing these videos and just trying really hard in 2018. For my health goal, I wanted to weigh 65 kilos. I weigh 60 kilos, so I definitely smashed that because at the very start of the year, I weighed 72 kilos. So pretty proud about that. My relationships goal, I had written find true friends and improve relationships. I wanted a solid friendship group, which I definitely feel like I've got. I've met a lot of people this year and I've got lots of different little friendship groups, which I love, and I'm looking to expand that again next year. And then I had also written that I wanted to still be in a strong, passionate relationship, which I am no longer in, but I'm kind of okay with that because it's worked out for the better for me and my previous partner, and we're both happy, and I guess that's the main thing there. For my education goal, I had written continue to educate myself and find my true passion. So I wanted to choose a career path and read a book a month to grow personally. I didn't read a book a month, but I definitely have read over 12 books because some months I read more than others. So I did that, and I have chosen my career path, but that's still like in the works with which one I've chosen, but I know like the direction I want to go in. So I have found my true passion. It's just a matter of working out the best way to get to that. For personal growth, I had written love and accept myself fully and my life. I definitely have accepted and appreciate my life and myself so much more, but I feel like that goal is not very specific because that's a lifelong journey. There will constantly be things changing there, but if I think back to the very start of the year, I did not appreciate my life. I thought I had it so much harder than everyone else and everything was unfair, whereas now I totally appreciate my life and think I'm actually one of the luckiest people in the entire world. So that I will say I've ticked off. And I've gained so much more independence and confidence and initiative. Yeah, but it's all a work in progress. I don't think you ever really achieve that. For creativity, I said grow and improve on YouTube. And under that, I had said to have 2,000 subscribers on YouTube and complete 52 weeks of personal growth. Once I've uploaded this video, I can tick that box, but I didn't get 2,000 subscribers, but that's fine. I'm almost at 1,000, which is pretty exciting. For spirituality, I had said meditate daily and learn areas of spirituality. I don't meditate daily, but I've taken actions to get better at it, and I've learned a lot about spirituality in terms of the law of attraction and crystals. Like, I have my own collection now and everything like that. So I feel like I've ticked that. For home, I said have a minimalistic home, like have my own place and only own things I love and need. I got my own place and I can say I love everything I've got, but I still feel like I could be so much more minimal. So that's a work in progress. Then for work, I said work 40 plus hours a week, and I don't work 40 plus hours a week, but that's all right. But I had like mini goals under that, like saying learn to work in the bar, I did that. Learn to hold 3 plates comfortably, I did that. I had also written learn to make coffee, and I didn't learn that, but that's all right. Under the money category, I won't say how much it was, but I wanted to have a certain amount in my savings account, and I can safely say I have almost doubled that, which is super exciting. So really happy about that. But I had also said I wanted to start investing, and I have not started investing, but that's because I'm saving up for huge investments and I'm not quite there yet. And then for adventures, I had wrote go on little holidays in Australia often, plus travel internationally. I travelled a lot this year, and I have plans to travel next year to Asia with my family and New Zealand very shortly. So that's really exciting. But this year I travelled several countries in Europe, and I did do lots of little trips to Australia, and I have plenty more booked next year. But I would like to go camping more and just explore more parts of South Australia. So hopefully I do that next year. And then my ultimate life goal was to feel content with myself and the direction my life is heading, and to check goals regularly. I feel content, but I'm always striving to be better and to be more, and I know I'm on the right path in life, which is exciting because I feel like quite aligned and not comfortable but happy. I don't want to get comfortable. I need to keep improving, you know. And checking goals regularly, I mean, I do these videos every single week, which forces me to do that, and I check my goals like a few times a day. Like, I'm pretty obsessed with that. So I feel so proud about what I achieved, but next year is going to be so much more exciting because I have written my goals out so much more specifically and stronger and better, and it's less goals but more precise, amazing goals. So I'm feeling super motivated and determined for 2019 to just be the best year ever. 2018 has been amazing overall, but it was very up and down, and unfortunately I had a lot of low points, but can thankfully say I also have had a lot of high notes. So that was my year in a nutshell. I really do want to say thank you so much for everyone who's followed my journey. If you're still watching this, that's amazing. Thank you so much. I've really learned so much, as you can hear, and I just appreciate everyone that has sent me private messages on Facebook or Instagram, and everyone that sent me in videos and everything. Like, it truly means a lot to me, and I'm very excited to see what 2019 brings. Please subscribe to my channel because I post videos several times a week, and I'll be doing not this again next year. Even though I could happily do it, I feel like I want to do something a bit different to challenge myself, because this is now a habit, not a challenge. So yeah, exciting big things are happening next year, and I would really love it if you were on the journey with me. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.